The Road, Part 4. The realization hit them. This material was flammable. They did not know how they had become aware of this, but both were consumed with sudden horror on this realization. They turned, looking at one another. They saw, as mirrors to each other, the pathos in the other's eyes, with the realization of what was about to overtake them. Glow felt words on his lips, but was unable to issue forth the plea for his life. He, like Jerry, realized their demise was to be consumed in agonizing flames, but no sound came out. Not a word. Nothing. Raj was looking into their eyes. It was as if he was watching an insect as it was pulled limb from limb. No compassion was there, as if not even recognizing their humanness. He was encased in an aura of complete and utter detachment. They both looked at each other, both still immersed in utter helplessness. This was horror without precedent. The plasma increased in its accretion and activity. Sitting there, realizing the fate they instinctively knew awaited them, they saw Raj pick up a long log lighting device. With this in his hand, he walked over to them. He began in his strange and hypnotic voice, detailing how they were going to be in the band. Your day has arrived. The music you heard, you're going to be a part of it. Your creative talent has been recognized, but there is a price to be paid. Their terror, indescribable, both desperate, panicked, trying to extricate themselves from the chairs. Jerry managed to move a few muscles which produced an imperceptible squirm. That was it. As Raj approached closer, they were exchanging rabid looks. The unmitigated terror evident in both of their eyes only served to magnify the effect. The strange, viscous liquid was as if approaching a crescendo. The patterning was escalating, becoming frenetic. Eventually, it evolved into a glowing, red, iridescent protoplasm. Both watched as Raj now much closer. The fire started held menacingly at his side. He pushed a small button, causing an immediate flame to erupt at the end of the device. While doing this, he was looking at both, shaking his head up and down in a nonchalant manner, as if reassuring them all was good. Raj gave a wry smile, nodding his head as if to say, "It's showtime!" Then, with a slow and methodical movement, he brought the flaming device in front of him. He took a tiny step back. The fear enveloping both of them was mind-altering. He first moved the flame toward Glow, and then back towards Jerry, as if he was playing some demented game. He looked directly at Glow. Love the name. Glow. Raj methodically moved the flame closer and closer to him. When the flame was inches away, there was an eruption of a strange blue and white flame. But the resulting immolation was without any smoke. A second later, the flame was in front of Jerry. There was a second eruption of the same type of immolation. Both Glow and Jerry on the immolation were immediately immersed in utterly excruciating pain. It was as if every nerve fiber in their bodies were arcing across, telegraphing the agony. In the incandescent fire, they were aware of every synapse. The sensation could not quantify as mere pain. It transcended that. They seemed to be aware of every cell. It was absolute sensory overload. It was billions of cells all screaming out at the same time. It was an infinitude of acute awareness of the present. Then in a while, the sensation of uber pain was supplanted by a new one, a sensation of growing omniscience. The pain became a new added sense, like another set of eyes, a new and expanded way to experience the world. While they were still writhing in agony, new and exciting vistas were becoming apparent to them. Nested in this nuclear-like flame, there appeared before them an intense and glowing, iridescent orb perched at the apex of the flame enveloped them. Then, an intense, tearing sound ripped apart the basement with a blinding reddish light. At the top of the burning orb appeared an image, even though it was above them, beyond their physical line of sight. In their new, expanding mind's eye, this filmic was singular in its totality. It was not even a face, but rather a montage of fractal-like eruptions. The main characteristic was the motif of an hourglass, as if intimating a connection to the past while at the same time evolving into the future, all maintained by the pinched-down area representing the present. How they were aware of this was unknown to them. The thing seemed as if a ceramic, and yet at the same time as fluid. Faces were endlessly projecting from it, in both directions, the past and the future, from every epoch and race running the gamut from saintly to the terrifyingly horrific. This evolving representation began to speak. The voice was like nothing they had ever heard. It was ethereal, captivating, and immersed both into a new oral world that exceeded the other they had been immersed in. Fear not. Let your souls not be troubled. You have been mine for eons. I have always loved you. You have never been rejected by me. Never has your behavior kept you from me. And now you are about to be brought into my bosom. Let yourself become one with the sensation. In this you will find release, attaining a sense of oneness with the dynamic of the flame. It is ever-changing. It consumes with a detached and non-judgmental essence. It is the here and now. You have now become one with my eternal present. You have entered the realms of gods. I will share my kingdom with you. Let the waves of eternity wash over you. You have now merged with all that is, all that will be, and all that was. Come to me, children. Experience the endless web of time. As the voice carried on, a tsunami of the most intense and ecstatic feeling washed over them. It was of complete and total acceptance. The voice continued with a resonating cadence. I judge not your past excesses. I admonish you not for past failures, for all your indulgences, for your ignorant actions, nor for your perversions and failure of character. I have always loved you as you are. I accept you as you have formed yourselves. I see your excesses and transgressions as marks of uniqueness. This is love. They saw it. This was complete and total belonging. There was nothing they could have done or engaged in that would have diminished it. As the voice continued, an incredible flash of past sins and evil deeds from across the spectrum of time welled up in front of both of them, through all of them. No matter the depth of depravity, every fault, every degradation, every bit of treachery and cowardice. Through all of them, there was only acceptance. The flames that enveloped them no longer caused any discomfort and began to die down. Continued to talk. You have been absolved by the fire. You have learned to let the sensation of torment become an added dimension of your being. You are now complete. It is through this experience that you will be able to draw upon the depths of your infinite being to create sounds and music that appease me. I want you to begin to experience the ecstasy of my love. To demonstrate my love is unequivocal. Anything you wish is yours. Any experience, any sensation. With that, the attendant image disappeared. Both were now fully functional and capable of movement. They both looked down at themselves, then to each other. They were surprised. Both were perfectly normal. Raj, still standing there, smiled at them. You're in the band. Just think it, and there it is. Glow looked over at Jerry, giving a nod of his head. Both now entrained in a new, elevated, and totally different mindset. It was supernormal awareness. They were aloof from everything. It was happening as if on television. Only they were the television. They were watching an event, yet they were the experience. It was utterly empowering. Nothing needed to be said. It was all implicitly understood. They seemed to know what the other was thinking and what they wanted. Words had become unnecessary between them. Glow had a sudden urge to check out his old girlfriend, Beth. It was not due to any sense of attachment, merely an immediate impulse, a thought, a nascent desire to be there. And then, at what seemed no time at all, there they were.